Hi, and welcome to another Pick a Card Tarot reading. Today we are asking the question, who is thinking of you, the viewer? Now, I have three piles today to choose from. Our first pile is this Rider-Waite traditional tarot. That has the rose quartz crystal connected with it. Our second pile is the Hermetic Tarot deck. And that one has a beautiful amethyst crystal connected to it. And the third and final pile is the Anne Stokes Collection Tarot deck. And the crystal associated with that deck is our citrine. So I believe, it could be wrong about that, but it's beautiful. I'm going to label it as my citrine crystal from now on. That's what it is. So please take your time to find which pile has been predetermined for you, I guess. Take your time to feel the energies and pick the pile that you believe is for you. And when you're ready, find the timestamps below and join me in your reading. Thank you. Welcome pile 1. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Rider-Waite tarot deck, then this is your reading. Today's question is, who is thinking of you? So I'm going to pop this crystal over there for now. I'll leave it in frame, and we'll get started on the Rider-Waite tarot. So Spirit, pile 1, who is thinking of them? Oh, goodness me. Someone who really wants to communicate with you, that's for sure. Alright. Just try to get a good angle in. Spirit, pile 1, who is thinking of them? Pile 1, Spirit, who is thinking of them? Pile 1, Spirit, who is thinking of them? And some more. Pile 1, Spirit, who is thinking of them? Pile 1, Spirit, who is thinking of them? Who is thinking of pile 1? Just one more card, please, Spirit. Pile 1, who is thinking of them? Just one more card. Who is thinking of them? Alright. Okay, pile 1. So the person who is coming through in this reading today is somebody who is waiting on you, pile 1. This is somebody who you are not in communication with at the moment. They're really waiting for their opportunity to speak with you. So pile 1, I'm going to go through some of your tarot cards. I'll leave that over there for now. So the first card that came out for you was the Three of Swords reversed. So what I feel is that, first of all, you're not talking to this person. Second of all, for whatever reason, this person is feeling very hurt by this separation. It is possible that for some of you, this separation was caused by a conflict of words, a conflict of feelings, or perhaps just the simple fact that somebody did not discuss their feelings when they had the opportunity to. So this person is feeling very hurt by the current separation. They have some regrets, but more than anything, they just are waiting for their time to express how they feel. This is somebody who chose to present themselves as the King of Pentacles. So this is somebody who could be very materially focused. So someone who's focused on work, someone who's focused on their physical appearance. They might be quite athletic looking, or they might just really take pride in how they present themselves. This is somebody though who has motivations, and although they may not share their plans with everyone, they see their plans through. So they appear to be quite successful. While they may not be very flashy, like they may not be the people who kind of have the most expensive belongings, they are someone who is motivated to achieve. They're driven to be very successful, and they are very successful. That's usually people's first impressions of them, is that they are very successful in whatever they do. And people always want to know what they do for work and where they go to the gym and what they do for their diet. Like if that's what you're interested in, that's something that people assume of them when they first meet them. I'll go through the top row, pile 1, and then we'll discuss the bottom, because it gets a little bit complicated, as life does. Now we have the Chariot here. So the person that is thinking of you thinks about you a lot. They think about you with a lot of determination. They're very set mentally there's something that they want to achieve, and they want to move towards you to do this. They're currently in a state of being very clear about what they must do, and they're very motivated to do it. I do feel as though an element of this is out of their hands. It could be timing, or it could be the situation. For whatever reason, they've had to exercise a lot of trust and a lot of determination and faith. Like, it feels as though this person is completely just putting in their all and then accepting that whatever happens, happens. But they are a very motivated individual. The Ten of Wands is the next card, and this is coming up reversed. So I feel as though this person is somebody who may have had a sudden change of mind in terms of this Chariot card is encouraging them to let go of certain burdens and responsibilities in their life that is preventing them from having their happiness. Because for whatever reason, this person is currently not happy at all, and they feel very stuck in this pain, this energy here with the Three of Swords, and they are able to get out of that. That's the thing about the Three of Swords, is it's not a permanent pain, but it is a pain of the heart, and the more you think about it, the more painful it feels, and they don't like that. So they're trying to move away from that, and Spirit is guiding them to assess their responsibilities, what they're carrying. I feel that for many of you, this person chose to focus elsewhere instead of on you, and they're realizing now that there may have been the wrong decision to make, because it's just led them with a whole bunch of responsibilities and not a lot of fun. So they're feeling very overburdened in their life, and they're looking at ways of loosening that load and reinvesting their energy elsewhere. They have a strong desire to be successful, which is also going back to this Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about investments as well, and it's about planning, but it's also about waiting. And I feel as though this person is waiting for the best opportunity to be successful. There's a strong feeling that you two had the opportunity to enter each other's lives for a reason with this Lovers card here. The Lovers card can also be about choice, and I do feel as though this person had to recently make a decision, and now they're very clear and they're very set on what they must do. But I also feel that you two were brought into each other's lives for a reason, that it was divinely led or guided, that this situation was guided to be the way it is. So this is somebody who you have a very strong connection with. You may not talk, and I mean, obviously you're not in, for most of you, you're not in communication at the moment, but you may not talk to them quite regularly, but for whatever reason, you can't stop thinking about them either, pile one. This is somebody who probably pops into your mind every now and then, and you're like, why am I still thinking about that person? Or maybe you think about them every day, and you're just like, why am I still thinking about that person? There is a reason why. They are meant to be in your life. But I feel that this card is reversed because it's also advice, and the advice is to use this time to really focus on yourself as well. So I see the Lovers card, when it's reversed, I see it as an opportunity to offer yourself love and to really look within and examine your own healing, because I feel that this person may have triggered you into feelings of sort of self-worth and whether you deserve love. For most of you, I feel that this person did sort of trigger those sorts of bigger, broader questions. So Spirit's really asking you to use this time to look within, pile one, and to really know your worth, know your value, and to appreciate you for who you are as well. I do think we need to talk about this card. This was an extra card. It wasn't supposed to come out, but it did. Now, this is the Seven of Swords. Traditionally, this card can represent trickery, someone who isn't entirely honest of character, someone who feels that they must sneak in order to get what they want. Now, for whatever reason, I'm reading this as your person's energy, pile one. It feels as though this person has to sneak back into your life. For whatever reason, they can't come through an honest route. Now, I also feel that this could be... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. I also feel that this could mean that this person is sneaking around on your social media or looking at old messages between the two of you and trying to figure out another way to get back to you. They're trying to be very creative with how they approach you because they are concerned about your opinion of them, and they're concerned about other people's opinion of them. And that ties in with this King of Pentacles character. The King of Pentacles is usually someone who's highly trustworthy, very responsible, comes across as being a loyal, committed sort of character, someone who's very motivated in the 3D world, but also has a very good reputation among his community. So if for whatever reason them moving towards you means that they would tarnish their reputation, they're looking at a creative strategy to do that isn't necessarily in the public eye, or they're trying to be very sneaky about how they approach you and how they watch you and how they communicate with you. I do feel like this person spies on you in however you two are linked, whether that's on Facebook or Instagram or anything. They use that platform as an opportunity to check up on you without having to let the world know that they really think about you a lot, because they do. And I think that it concerns them how much they think about you, which is why they're trying to sneak around, because they don't yet know how to move towards you in an honest way, if that makes sense. And their integrity is something they value highly. They have very strong values. They value integrity, and they need to make the right decision here, which I think comes in line with the Six of Swords being beneath the King of Pentacles as well. I feel as though this card is reversed because this person is, again, stuck on how to move forward here. They don't really know, and that's where most of their thoughts are spent, pile one, is them thinking of a way to move forward into calmer waters with you. And at the moment they are very stuck. They don't really know what the right decision to make is. However, they have a lot of determination and willpower to do it, which is why that Chariot is upright. And I do feel as though Spirit, or their spirit guides in particular, are trying to guide them into making the right decision. I do feel that this person has a tendency to think too much, though. Like, I feel that they're not really paying attention to their heart, which is why this is such a difficult choice for them to make, because to an extent they're overthinking the situation. Now, beside that and beneath the Chariot, we have the Four of Cups reversed. So for many of you, this person regrets something that happened in the past between the two of you. This person believes that they had a missed opportunity with you, pile one. This person thinks about you so much that they sometimes wonder if they should have changed their other choices in their lives as well. I feel that this person has a tendency to take on a lot of responsibility, especially if it is linked in with their plans and their ideas of success. They have a tendency to take on a lot of projects. If this person is self-employed, they have been preoccupying themselves with work for so long that they didn't realize how much they've missed out on. And when it comes to you, pile one, they do regret that they weren't in this space much sooner, because now they're so determined and they're ready to move forward, but they don't have a clear path to do that. And it's something that does affect them, and something that they try not to think about, because I think for the most part this is someone who is very motivated and they like to stay hopeful and positive. So this is another layer to this person that they don't like to show other people, is that part of them feels as though they've already missed out, and they hate to say it, but this is one of their regrets about you and about them, their recent past, is that they didn't take an opportunity when it was presented to them. And they don't want that to happen again, which is why the Chariot is above this card, pile one, because they really want to, when given the chance, they are going to seize that opportunity. They're not going to let that opportunity pass again. They don't want to feel like they're missing out again. So yes, beneath the Ten of Wands, we have the Five of Wands reversed. Now, this card, for me, and I've scribbled over the top here, it represents a desire to make a decision for me. This is somebody who in the past may have let other people's opinions sway their decision-making. And they let all these people come in and give their 2 cents on the situation, to the point where this person didn't even know what to do anymore. It feels as though there is too much energy invested on something that should have been simply answered with the heart. And instead, all these people have their own opinions now. And for whatever reason, this person is motivated to just cut all ties with everyone and just make the decision that they want now. I feel as though this is where most of the regret lies, is in the fact that they let other people's opinions and other people's energy stop them from getting something that they really wanted. And they didn't realize how much they wanted it until the idea of it being gone was entered into their mind. So pile 1, I'm going to get some charms for you as well before we move on to some other cards. So can I get some charms to clarify the situation for pile 1, please? Some charms to clarify the situation for pile 1. Charms to clarify the situation for pile 1, please. Anything else? Oh, okay. Wow. Anything else, please? Beautiful. Anything else? Anything else for pile 1? That's it? Alright. Goodness. Okay, so yes, straight off the cuff. This person desires more than anything to communicate with you, pile 1. They miss being in communication with you. They miss being around you. They want the opportunity to be honest with you more than anything. I feel as though they just need that opportunity to communicate with you. They're very concerned about how you see them. We got a couple of moonstone crystals that fell out as well, and these landed around the 7 of Swords character. So they're trying to use their intuition to move towards you, and they're very concerned about how you see them. They feel as though they need to sneak back and check up on you, but they don't know how to do it in an honest way that is going to paint them in a good light or get you in to a positive frame of mind around them. For whatever reason, this person is very concerned about how you think of them. They really want closure with you, pile 1. The fact that this charm came out, if you can see, it has like that little, it's an earring. It has a little clasp at the bottom, so it's not a full circle. This person wants to complete a cycle with you. They feel as though they were cheated out of a cycle in the past, and it's nothing to do with your actions. It's more due to a big circumstance, is what I feel. For whatever reason, this person feels that they didn't get that closure, and they really want to close that cycle with you. They're very clear about you, pile 1. You got 2 clear stones, so they're very clear on how they feel. With this landing on the Lovers card, they feel very magnetically drawn to you, and they're not going to let this connection pass. Whether this is a love interest or a close friend or just somebody who you've been thinking about a lot lately, this person really thinks about you, and they are very concerned about their connection with you and how you see them. They want to move back into your life as a more communicative sort of person who is able to talk to you openly and honestly. And I do feel that they want to present you with something. They have something to offer you with this charm here. It's just the back of an earring with a little rhinestone in it, but I see this as a small gift. So it's not necessarily, it's to me it represents like a ring, but it's like a small gift. They want to offer you something to show you how much you mean to them, basically. It's not like a huge, like a proposal or anything, but it is a token to show you how much they appreciate you and how much you mean to them. And again, I do feel that this person wants to clarify something from the past with this and this. Like, this person really wants to clarify something from the past, something that happened in the past. They really want to clarify that with you. I'm not sure what that is, but this person has very deep feelings for you with this charm here. They have very deep feelings for you, and they didn't show that to you when it mattered the most. When other people were so quick to put their 2 cents into the situation, they didn't speak up and tell those people how much you actually mean to them when it mattered. Instead, they chose to let these people talk and put their opinions into the situation, and it changed the outcome for them, and they do regret that. So, Spirit, I'll get some oracle cards for us. What advice do we have for pile 1, Spirit? Can you tell us some advice? What do we have? What advice do we have for pile 1, Spirit? Advice for pile 1, please, Spirit. Ooh. Advice for pile 1, please, Spirit. Advice for pile 1, sorry. Advice for pile 1. Thank you, Spirit. Just one more card would be lovely. Anyone, whichever you believe is the most honest and truthful. Okay, so Spirit tried to get that out before. Listen, this is This is Spirit's advice for you. First of all, you're going through a period of transformation, and so is this person. If it feels as though there was an ending recently, the reason for that is because you are not required, but you are being guided towards a new beginning, okay? You are feeling, I feel, this is your solar plexus, and it is presenting itself as reversed. So I feel that for many of you watching pile 1, you may be feeling stuck, you may be feeling unmotivated, you may be feeling confused, unsure. Perhaps you feel as though you've lost your drive. And when I was talking about the Chariot, you were wondering, how is this person so motivated? The truth is that it's out of your hands. The universe has a bigger picture for you. The best thing that you can do is just trust and go with the flow. And I know that's easier said than done, pile 1, but you are about to end this cycle of feeling unmotivated and stuck and confused, and you're about to enter a space where the odds will be in your favor and the universe is guiding you towards a new beginning. You will have positive movement forward here with this 8 of Wands card. You're going to start to see signs that you're moving in the right direction as well. Your spirit guides are trying to help you through this. You're never alone as you may feel. This is the opportunity to fulfill your wishes, but you are needing to decide, or you're needing to understand what matters the most to you, pile 1. What matters the most to you? Your heart chakra feels as though it's a little bit blocked. And by that, I feel as though some of you may be pessimistic about a positive outcome. You may be thinking it's not going to happen. You may have lost a bit of faith in this situation. If you want a positive outcome, you need to stay positive-minded, okay? You can't have a positive outcome if you keep putting negative energy into this situation. So you have the potential for a wish fulfillment, but you do need to start feeding positive energy into that situation. You are getting verbal clarity soon. The throat chakra has been activated. Spirit is guiding you to speak when you have the opportunity to talk to this person. When you are in communication, again, come from a place of honesty and clarity, pile 1. Don't let your emotions taint your words. Think before you speak and make sure you say everything that you need to say to be honest and clear with this person, because they are intending on being very honest and clear with you as well. I think that for some of you it may be helpful to write down everything that you're feeling in order for you to read it over and understand the facts as well, because sometimes our emotions can cause us to ramble and we almost lose the point of our communication. This person is thinking about you, and for whatever reason, they hold a lot of hope in this connection. So you need to understand what your hopes are as well. And I think it would be very good for you to write down everything that you're thinking in order to understand, well, what do I actually want to say to this person? The next card we have is the Ace of Cups reversed. So Spirit is confirming to you that no, this isn't an unrequited love situation. And pile 1, you actually had the Ace of Cups reversed beneath your bottom deck energy as well. So this is how your person thinks. You two are mirroring each other in this situation. I feel that you both weren't given the opportunity to express how you truly feel to each other in the past. And that is what this throat chakra is asking you to do. You need to express openly and honestly how you feel with this person, because that is going to be their intentions. When they feel as though they are in a safe place to communicate with you, and they are planning on it, pile 1, they are going to be very honest with you, and they're going to, Spirit's asking you that if you do want this connection in your life, then you need to also feel safe enough to be able to share during those moments. But I think that you do need to come to a point where you're able to communicate clearly, and you really need to think before you communicate, so that you're coming from a place of genuine love or genuine emotion. Again, I feel as though a lack of positivity was holding you back from progressing in any aspect of your lives for most of you, pile 1. The last card we have is Truth, which is also the Judgment card. Now the Truth, more than anything, again, it just comes down to the fact that the universe is trying to show you something, okay? And it's not just in this reading. You're probably experiencing a lot of messages, or a lot of thoughts have been coming into your mind about this person, or you're seeing signs. You can trust those signs. The universe is trying to guide you in this connection. You are never alone. Again, the traditional tarot card for this shows an angel up the top too, and I think it's Gabriel. Not too sure though, I haven't studied that well. But you're being guided. You're never alone. You're being guided, and you can trust that the signs you are seeing are trying to lead you with all good intents and purposes. So pile 1, I'm sorry if I rambled that off at the end, but the messages were coming and I had to take them. That's all I'm seeing for you, pile 1. I hope that helped you. Please let me know down below if this video resonated or if there's anything you need clarity on. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not doing private readings, personal readings, should I say. So if I'm able to offer any clarity on these general readings, I'm more than happy to. Just let me know. I have my email and Instagram info linked below if you'd like to reach out to me there. Otherwise, I'm sending you lots of love and light in these uncertain times, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you, pile 1. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose this Hermetic Tarot deck with the amethyst crystal, then this is your reading. So the question we are asking Spirit today is, oh, I've got to put that charm back. The question we are asking Spirit today is, who is thinking of you? All right. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Hang on a second. I should probably clear the energies first. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Who is thinking? Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? You're joking. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Who is thinking of pile 2, please? Just a couple of cards would be lovely. Thank you. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Who is thinking of pile 2? I get so tired of asking a question over and over again, so I just start singing it sometimes. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit? Thank you. Who is thinking of pile 2? Please ignore that beeping in the background. It's just my washing machine. Wowzers. I will only take that. We can get the rest if they are intended for us. Who is thinking of pile 2, Spirit, please? All right, thank you. That's it, I think. Wow, you guys. The Foolish Man. Now, this is a new deck for me, so I'm not going to, at this stage, I'm not going to read the reversals. I will just read the cards intuitively, and if I feel that I should be sharing the reversed meaning, that's what I will do. But for the most part, we got a couple of reversals here. I'm going to flip them the right way up, and we'll go from there. Bottom deck energy for you, pile 2, is the Foolish Man. So this is somebody, first of all, yeah, we'll start there. I always start with the bottom deck energy. So this is somebody who is working on clearing out a lot of previous karma, like a lot of baggage, a lot of emotional issues in order to be granted a fresh opportunity with you. This is somebody who may present themselves as being a little bit childish at times, but it's only a facade. Sometimes they have a little bit of a spontaneous streak that can at times get them into trouble, and this has caused them to hurt a lot of people without knowing it in the past. So in their current situation, they're trying to resolve past karma in order to have a fresh opportunity with you that isn't tainted by their past. They really want to clear their baggage and have embark on this new journey with you, towards you. Now, the first card that came out for you, pile 2, that's why I laughed, I'm sorry. But the first card that came out was the High Priestess. So, listen, when this card comes out, it's basically telling you that you know who is thinking about you. This is a card about intuitive thinking. This is a card about secrets as well. It can mean that for some of you, it's almost pointless that you've come here, I'm sorry. But it's just because you know in your heart, you know in your third eye, who is thinking about you, because you have also been thinking about them. And there is an element of this connection that is not meant to be revealed right now. So I will do my best to pass on what Spirit has shared here. But there are some things in this connection that aren't yet ready to be revealed because they are reliant upon divine timing and divine guidance. So Spirit will tell you the truths that you need, that you feel you need, when Spirit believes you are ready. So that's just a little warning, pile 2, I'm sorry, but we'll go forward though. Alright, so this person, The person who is thinking of you is someone that you are also thinking of. If you came here for clarity or assurance, the answer is yes. That person still thinks of you. In fact, you're all that they do think about. We have the Six of Wands. This is somebody who intends on moving towards calmer waters with you. Sorry, my bad. The Six of Swords. This is heavy Aquarius energy as well. And it's a very feminine card. But this is somebody who intends on moving forward in this connection. They want to move on from previous conflict. They don't want to dwell in pain. They've resolved to have a victorious outcome. And more than anything, they crave peace and balance in this connection. This is somebody who in the past, with the Five of Swords here, you have had some uncertain times with. Now, I don't necessarily see this as conflict. What I see is that you didn't know where you stood with them. I should probably get that washing machine pile too. I'm sorry, but unless I do something, it's just going to keep beeping. So I will be right back. Sorry about that pile too, but honestly, if I didn't get that washing machine, it would have just kept beeping, and that's just rude. Okay, so Five of Swords, yes. This is somebody who you've had a history of being in really uncertain times with them. So for whatever reason, communication wasn't clear, and it left you feeling as though you didn't know where you stood. Very uncertain outlook is what I feel. There's probably been a little bit of confusion, and it's not that there was an intent to harm you or that there was any negative intentions at all. It's just that for whatever reason, the truth wasn't expressed and there was a miscommunication. Yes. So I feel that in the past, this is somebody who left you with a lot of unresolved confusion more than anything. It wasn't necessarily conflict. It just left you on uncertain ground where you didn't know where you stood with this person. The Eight of Wands tells me that more than anything, this person really wants to communicate with you, pile two. They think about this a lot. They think about moving forward quickly. They think about just... Okay, so for some of you, if you're here for a romantic interest, this person has a lot of sexual desire towards you. The Eight of Wands can also be quite phallic. They have a lot of sexual fantasies. That's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about you in that way. They get very passionate and warm when they think about you. So they have this strong desire to move towards you more than anything, and they do wish to express this. Their energy is very it's just like uncontrollable almost. They just have this urge to move towards you. Now, I'll move down here again. So beneath our High Priestess, we actually have the Hermit. Oh my gosh, hang on a minute. Pile two. I know you guys, every time you come on my channel, there's always one of these piles that has heaps and heaps of major arcana cards. So in this instance, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana cards out of 9. That's insane. So first of all, pile 2, I'm sorry I didn't pick that up sooner. This connection is divinely guided. I just want to say that now wonder the High Priestess is here. Although I am here to offer you information to the best of my ability, Spirit is the main clear message with this many major arcana. Spirit is asking you to trust yourself, okay? Trust your own intuition, trust your own feelings, and trust the guidance that is being offered to you as an individual. This is a collective reading, so I'm going to do my best to offer you messages of clarity and any guidance, but in all honesty, you have so much intuition about this situation already, and I feel that you in your heart already know what is going to happen or what you need to know in terms of this connection. But I'll continue on anyway. But that's something that I have to say, pile two, is Spirit is heavily involved in this connection, and as much as I can do my best to offer you any clarity at all, I feel that in most cases, for many of you watching pile two, all I'm going to be doing is confirming what you already know, because Spirit is so heavily invested in this connection. So the Hermit, You are currently in a period of isolation, like most of us in the world at the moment, aren't we? But this card is confirming that, one, this situation is only temporary, okay? You're in the hermit energy for now. It's not going to be a permanent situation. Two, you are being offered guidance. So the main reason that you are in this period of isolation is not so that you feel alone and that you feel disconnected. It's actually an attempt for you to examine yourself further. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm preaching or beating a dead horse, I guess is a better saying for it, but you really need to take this time to understand yourself better, and that stems from self-love. Again, pile 2. I don't mean to say the same thing over and over again, but self-love is something that Spirit is guiding you towards. There is a reason why you're in this period. There's some sort of past hurt that you need to examine further, and you need to really understand better in order to have a successful outcome with this person. Because I feel as though if you do not use this time wisely to really examine those previous wounds, they're going to be reopened when you connect with this person, and you're going to blame them for hurting you, when in fact those wounds have been there for so long that you forgot who actually hurt you in the first place. So it's important that you make peace with your past and that you really examine those wounds and that previous pain so that you're not projecting that onto this person and this opportunity. Because I feel as though you are very drawn to this person, you care about this person, and this person really cares about you. So if you do desire a positive future with this person, not just one-off opportunity, I feel as though you two are both desiring union. If you do desire that, then you need to use this time to really unpack your past pain and work through that so that you're not projecting anything onto this person and this connection in the future. Now, justice is here as well, beneath the 6 of Swords. So this is confirmation that a previous wrong will be righted, okay? Does that make sense? Righted? There's probably a better way to say that. You're going to get justice, pile 2, is why this card is here. The situation is that currently the scales are unbalanced, and this is beneath our 6 of Swords again. So the main intervention from Spirit right now is to offer both of you in this connection balance with one another. So this person is desiring, they're thinking about moving forward with you because Spirit is guiding them to. And the same goes for you, which is why I feel that you are in the period of introspection, is so that you two can move forward and have a positive outcome outside of this uncertainty. Justice is here to confirm that that is the goal, and that is the reason why you still think of this person and why this person still thinks of you. Alright, so we'll move forward, pile 2. The next card I have is the Empress card. Now I'm going to read this. I think I should read this with the other card as well, because the card next to that is the Emperor. And yes, this is a new deck, but I have shuffled it numerous times, and both of these cards decided to come out together. So I do feel, pile 2, that Spirit is guiding you to be in your powers individually, to stand strong as the Empress and to stand strong as the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is typically depicted as the divine masculine. Doesn't mean you have to be a man or a woman or however you label yourself in this world. It just means that your energy is quite authoritative, at times controlling, dominant, and prefers to take the lead in situations. The divine masculine, the Emperor energy, is someone who is typically a fire sort of energy. They're quite passionate, they're creative at times, they can have the insight to know when to burn bridges in order to create new roads. And that's the powerful thing about fire people too, is that some people see them as chaotic beings who burn everything they touch, but in actual fact, you can't have new growth without first having a fire. So the Emperor is the master of that. They're the master of the wildfire, if that makes sense. They know when to cut something off and when to burn certain things in order to create new beginnings. And they are quite protective of the people that they care about as well. The Emperor is somebody who is very determined. When they want something, they get it. They really get it. The Empress, on the other side, is a very nurturing, very fertile individual. So where the Emperor would burn things down because they don't serve them anymore, the Empress would come through and inspire new growth. The Empress isn't somebody who is a doer. She doesn't fix things. I'm saying she because the Empress is typically the divine feminine. It isn't an energy that fixes things and fixes people and attempts to heal the world through the power invested in them. No. The Empress is somebody who inspires healing by doing it for herself first. The Empress is somebody who inspires growth by showing others that it is possible and doing it herself first. The Empress is somebody who is very nurturing, but she never gives what she doesn't have. The Empress inspires self-love and will always take care of herself first before she attempts to give to anybody else. And if you identify as this divine feminine, whether you're male, female, or anything in between, the divine feminine energy must first give to herself before she gives to anyone else, especially the Emperor, because his controlling and dominance desire to burn in order to create can take too much from an Empress who isn't ready. So the Empress holds the power in the sense that she must constantly look after herself first before she gives to anyone else. And in that sense, the Emperor is dependent on her, waiting for her to inspire new growth and fertility. So it's a very balanced energy, these two cards, and they're very powerful. The Empress is the divine feminine of the entire deck. So the idea in my head, I don't know if many readers will agree, but how I see it is that both of these characters have mastered the elements, not necessarily as the magician, but they stand in their power in terms of they know their worth with the pentacles. They know they're in control of their emotions with the cups. They are very clear in their decision-making and their actions in terms of the swords. And they also know where to invest their energy in terms of the fire and the wands. So they are very sure individuals, and the reason why they get to this point is because they have this period of introspection where they're able to understand themselves as individuals and understand themselves in terms of their needs before they give to anyone around them. So I do feel that you two are divine counterparts, and that the reason why you're thinking of this person, I know that wasn't the question, but the reason why you're thinking of this person is because Spirit has guided you towards them, and vice versa. They're in your life for a reason as well. And you know who this person is. So yes, they are still thinking of you, and they do wish to move forward towards you. I'm going to get some charms now, pile 2. Can you get some charms for pile 2, please? Charms for pile 2. Any charms for pile 2, please? Charms for pile 2. Any charms for pile 2? Interesting. Charms for pile 2, please. Charms for pile 2 and charms for pile 2. That would be lovely. Anything else you got hiding in there? Alright, that's where I'm going to draw the line. Okay, so the first charm that came out for you was this bell. Now, pile 2, this bell, in my opinion, represents the past. It looks quite battered. It's a little bit... it's not the nicest looking bell anymore, but I love it. It actually fell off one of my bracelets. So I interpret this as the past. So this person who's thinking of you is because you two share a very complicated past. And more than anything, they want clarity and they want closure. Because the other charm that fell out for you was my closure charm, which is just an earring that, if you can see, it's not a full circle. This person wants to complete something with you that they didn't get the chance to do before. They have intentions of traveling towards you. That's what the Six of Swords can represent as well, and my travel charm came out. So I do feel that this person intends to travel towards you to offer you something solid, something committed, something with great value, and it isn't something that they offer willy-nilly, for lack of a better word. It's something that they've taken a lot of serious thought about, and this ring is my serious offer ring. So I do feel that this person has very strong intentions to re-enter your life and to offer some clarity, because currently you are both in a state of uncertainty and confusion, and they do not like that at all. Ooh, there are some things, that charm also means that there are some things that unfortunately you aren't meant to know right now, which is the same for me. I'm not meant to know that either. So the High Priestess and this charm is telling me that a certain element of this connection is trust, and you have to trust in the divine guidance that's being offered to you in your day-to-day life, and you have to trust that this person and what you're feeling and that intuition and just everything that you've experienced together is for a reason, and that it's going to culminate in something between you two when the timing is right. So the next charm I have is this precious little earring, and mainly, see, when this charm comes out, the way that I interpret it is that this person wants to tell you that you are very precious to them, okay? You are someone who is quite special, unique, and someone who they value, and they just want you to know that if you're having any doubts, they do value you and you are very precious to them, and that's again interpreted with this crystal. So you are very, very very special to this person. They value you a lot, and they really just, more than anything, they wish that they could be with you. And again, the Emperor with this Eight of Wands, intense sexual energy, pile 2. A lot of sexual energy. At the moment, they do have uncertainty on how you feel about them. I feel that this person wants to complete a cycle with you, wants to move towards you, but only one of these rings came out, so they're unsure about your intentions and what you want as well. So that's one of the main reasons why you need to get into a space where you're able to understand what you want and what you need in this connection, so that when this person comes forward, you're able to communicate clearly and effectively. Yeah. More than anything, though, we have this full circle, and then we have the one that needs closure. So this is their desire, is to close that circle and to have something complete with you, to get rid of any uncertainty and any confusion and just have complete honesty. So Spirit, can we get some... I'll get an oracle deck, actually. Not the tarot deck. Let's get an oracle deck. We'll get the Moonology deck, hey? Okay. Oh. Alright. So, Spirit, can we please get some advice for pile 2? What is the advice for pile 2? Advice for pile 2 regarding the person who is thinking of them. Advice for pile 2 regarding the person who is thinking of them, please. Advice for pile 2 regarding the person who is thinking of them. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. And you know who else is in Aries? The Emperor. Wow. Can I get another card, please, Spirit? Advice for pile 2. And I'll just get the cards out and then we'll go through the advice, pile 2. Okay, we have a new start is coming. New moon. That's a beautiful card. Oh my goodness. I love the background. Very beautiful. Some more advice for pile 2. Oh wow. South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Alright, so we're going to call it there. Bottom deck energy as a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Wow. A lot of emotions here. You do need to resolve some issues from the past, pile 2. I kind of just channeled the messages. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I feel that this Hermit card and the High Priestess, you need to resolve this past pain, this pain that you've been keeping in, this pain that you didn't even realize you had until this person entered your life. I feel that many of you distracted yourselves from this pain, and it wasn't until you had someone who you wanted to share your life with that you felt that pain again freshly. So Spirit, the main advice for you is from... Spirit is saying, don't let your past hold you back. It is time to move forward, and in order to do that, you need to resolve your personal issues to the best of your ability. Pile 2. Personally, I do believe that every healing journey is individual and unique, and you should never compare your own healing journey to others. But in saying that, I know for myself, I have some personal pain and some past issues that are never going to be completely resolved. They are going to always be there, and the best thing that I can do is to be mindful of them and to be mindful that I'm not projecting them onto the people I love and I care about and the people who I want in my life. So sometimes healing isn't as simple as thinking about that issue and going to therapy. Sometimes healing is about accepting and embracing that pain and learning to live with it, and ensuring that you're not continuing that cycle of pain by re-traumatizing yourself and others around you vicariously. So more than anything, the best advice here is that you need to start moving forward and not letting your past hold you back, because you do have a new start coming, all right? A fiery climax approaches. The two of you are currently standing in your power. I feel that your biggest issue is distance and timing, and this person has every intention of moving towards you physically. You have a new beginning coming, pile 2. So it's time to stand in your power, self-love, nurturing, understanding, promoting growth, promoting new beginnings, and accepting that pain for what it is and not letting it affect your future, not letting it impact the potential of this relationship and this connection. So pile 2, that is all I am seeing for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm sending you lots of love and light wherever you are. I do have my email and Instagram linked below if you want to stay connected in that way. Otherwise, please let me know if you need any clarity or if anything resonated in the comments section. I'm not currently doing personal readings, so if I can offer any clarity for your individual situation here or via email, then I'm more than happy to do so. I just need to use this time for myself. But by all means, feel free to check out my other videos. Otherwise, I hope to see you in my next reading as well. Thank you, pile 2. Welcome, pile 3, if you chose the Anne Stokes Collection Tarot deck and this beautiful citrine crystal. I may be incorrectly labeling that, my bad. Then this is your pile. So pile 3, we are gathered here today to ask the question of who is thinking of you. Now I'm going to get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Okay, put that over there. All right. So Spirit, pile 3, who is thinking of them? Who is thinking of pile 3, Spirit? And I won't read reversals in this deck. I'll just intuitively decide whether to read the reverse meaning or not. But I'm going to actually read all the cards upright. So Spirit, who is thinking of pile 3 in my days? How quickly everything can change. Alrighty, I will take these 3 cards. And they've all decided to reverse themselves. Interesting. You've given me these as well. Spirit, that's too many, isn't it? It's not enough, actually. Alright, listen, can I get one more, please? One more card. One more card. Thank you. Interesting. Alrighty, so our bottom deck energy is the 6 of Swords. Wow, 3 different decks, and this card has come out in every single reading. Now for you, it's your overall energy. So the meaning of this card is moving towards calmer waters, essentially. This is coming to a space where you're wanting peace from a situation. You're wanting to resolve any previous conflict, and more than anything, you're wanting clarity as well. Sometimes when you're in murky waters, everything appears quite confusing, I should say. And so the main element of this card is to advise you that this person is thinking of moving into calmer waters, moving towards you, moving with you. You also have the High Priestess here, so I'm going to have to say that unfortunately some things that I'm saying may not resonate for you, pile 3, and the reason for this is Spirit is asking you to trust yourself primarily. Don't use the words that I'm saying for gospel. Trust yourself primarily. Trust your intuition and trust the signs that you are receiving in your everyday life, because you are quite powerful and you're not giving yourself enough credit. And also, you hold the higher knowing in this situation, not me. But I'll do my best to offer you clarity today. It's a beautiful card, that High Priestess card. Alright, so the first card we have is the Queen of Wands. So this is somebody who is quite magnetically attracted to you. This person thinks you're very sexually attractive. You're very beautiful. You're alluring. You're a bit tempting. Pile 3. You have this energy where, what's that word of that person who, not a dominatrix, what am I thinking of? Someone who, like a succubus? That sounds really rude. I'm not in a way that you're going to suck the life out of him or anything, but you're very tempting. Something about you is very tempting. You represent the ultimate temptation to this person. And this person views you as being in a very feminine sexual energy, probably because they are choosing to represent themselves as the emperor. So this is somebody who considers themselves to be very much in control of everything, every aspect. They're in control of their finances, they're in control of their thoughts, they're in control of their actions, they have a good reputation, they're seen as someone who others turn to for advice at times. It's possible that they may be a father, but they are someone who is quite authoritative and dominant, and they're usually very clear-headed and able to exercise a balanced measure of caution and action as well. So they, in some ways, they're just a trailblazer as well. They kind of just do things that other people are afraid of, and they've done it enough to know when the positive outweighs the risk, or the potential outweighs the risk. But something about you makes them feel less like the emperor. Something about you gives them this feeling that they can't have everything, that they can't have what they want, that they aren't as in control as they thought they were. You stir a lot of fiery emotions in this person. Now, this person could be a fire sign or have a fire sign in their sun, moon, rising. But the Emperor is traditionally an Aries person, so I do feel that this person is quite motivated towards you, quite passionate about you. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is usually a card that reflects, in a love reading anyway, it can reflect being single, but in generally speaking, this is a card about success and accomplishment. This is a card about achieving enough stability where you don't need to be concerned about finances. You don't need to be concerned about material items. You've reached a glow-up period, essentially, and you're standing in very secure waters. I don't know why it's waters. This is an earth energy, but more than anything, the person who's thinking of you, the main concern at the forefront of their mind is whether you are single or not. For some of you, this person sees you achieving, and they see you for your value, for everything that you could offer to them, and they wonder if you are able to be, this is terrible, I hate saying this, but the word that came to mind was you are able to be conquered, because they are the Emperor. They like to conquer things. And it's not that they want to control you, it's just that they see your value and they see everything that you could bring into a relationship, and they want someone who they can see to be their equal, essentially. They have a very strong energy, though, not going to lie. Like, I think that this is somebody who prefers to be the main dominant person in the relationship. They have a softer side, but they don't show a lot of people that side. For the most part, they appear to be very much in control of their lives. Now, the next card we have is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands can be about overcoming a struggle. And I interpret this card as an energetic struggle more than anything. So this person is currently struggling. The reason that they don't like how much they think about you, essentially. It's deemed a weakness in their eyes. They think about you so much that it distracts them from being able to keep that control over their energy and over their thoughts. More than anything, they're concerned about the amount of energy they're investing in their thoughts about you, if that makes sense. Because technically, in their eyes, they've not been successful with you. They want to be successful, but they're not. And so there's concern there that they've put in all this effort and they're not even successful with you yet. But that's something that they need to figure out in their own lives. They're battling themselves over you and over this connection and over their success. And more than anything, honestly, pile 3, this person, I wouldn't be surprised if you think of them too, because of how often and the strong magnitude of their energy, like around you. They have quite a possessive energy. So I don't know if at times you just feel this person before they enter the room, but they have a very strong energy. So they don't like how much time and energy is wasted essentially in daydreaming about you. They feel like they could be so much more productive, and they have concerns over the successful outcome of this situation. But that's coming from their point of view, where everything must be controlled and measured, and the risk must not outweigh the potential. And they see your potential, but unfortunately the risk is that they've invested so much energy so far. It's something that they're internally battling with. We also have the King of Wands here. Wow. So massive fiery energy. The King of Wands is directly beneath the Queen as well. What a beautiful card, pile 3. So the King of Wands tells me that you two would deem each other to be divine counterparts. For whatever reason, you complement that fire within the two of you. You may both have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your sun, moon, rising in terms of star signs. But more than anything, I just feel that the reason why these two cards came out was to confirm that your desires for each other are mutual. You're both having very strong magnetic pulls towards each other. And the fire, what am I trying to say? The fire suit, the wands, are about creativity and energy and growth and just fire in general. So very passionate suit. And I feel that as the king beneath you, the Queen of Wands here, the main concern that this person has is that they see themselves as being at your mercy compared to being the strong emperor who is in control of everything. They see you as the queen and they're the king, but they're still at your mercy, pile 3, and that terrifies them, actually. That's something that they're battling with. They know your worth, and they want you to be strong individuals that stand on even ground, but they do feel that they have a lot to lose if for whatever reason you don't accept this successful outcome. So that's interesting. I feel that this person might have a big ego, but I'm sorry, pile 3, if you don't, they see you as having this as well. So that's another reason why they want to be very careful, because they see you, they see themselves in you, and they want to make sure that you're both being respected as you move forward, if that makes sense. Despite any passion, despite any shared desires and attraction and sexual magnetism, they just want to be respectful, and they don't want to trigger each other's anger or ego or frustration. They want to move forward with success. So again, moving forward, beneath the Emperor card, we have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups can talk about having too many responsibilities, that those certain responsibilities mean that you miss out on opportunity. It's not just missing an opportunity, it's that something in your life may be distracting you from an opportunity. And this is a matter of the heart. Now, I feel that the person who is thinking of you is so distracted by their desires and their ego, can I say? I'm sorry, we didn't get the Strength card here, but I do feel that it is the passion that they have for you is so distracting that they haven't yet fully understood their emotions that are tied into this situation. They hold a fear of rejection, pile 3, because this person puts a lot of energy and effort into their successes. And it's not just you, it's everything they do. They're quite a controlled person. And if they are going to be successful with you, pile 3, they want to make sure that you aren't going to reject them. So they're going to come at you strong. They're going to come at you with everything because they aren't going to want to lose. They really don't want to lose. It's just a matter of principle with this person. Like, you're someone that they really, really want, and so they aren't going to lose. No matter what, they have to be very sure, which is why I think we have the Ace of Pentacles here, because they see this as a long-term opportunity. They don't see this as something fickle. It's not, although there is a lot of sexual energy here, it's not the Ace of Wands that chose to present. It's not going to be hard and fast. It's going to be something that they envision for a long time. They want to grow something with you. They have the desire to offer you something and for you two to grow together. So it could be that they have a business idea as well for some of you. Maybe you have shared passions and shared interests, and they see that on the other side. But for whatever reason, you are a very valuable opportunity, and they do not want to miss out. So pile 3, your person is very much invested in this new beginning with you, and they want to make sure they have all their ducks in a row and they've covered every possible base of failure, because they simply cannot fail. They must succeed. It's very driving energy, not gonna lie. I feel like I need to take a run or something just to release some of this person's energy. Very passionate person, very focused and very driven, just insanely, like it's crystal clear in this person's mind. They simply must succeed. The next card I have is the World card. So this person is currently entering a new cycle, or they may have closed off another cycle, and I feel that this is tied in with the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. They do have other responsibilities in their life, pile 3. So the main reason you're here is maybe you're concerned about where you stand with this person. If this person has not been communicating with you regularly, or you guys have recently lost touch with one another, it's not that they don't care about you, pile 3. It's just that they have a lot of responsibilities at the moment that they need to ensure they're meeting. Because they're not somebody who likes failure. So if they've started something, if they started a project, or if they have anything else going on in their life, they want to take care of that, and they want to make sure their responsibilities are taken care of before they begin a new cycle with you. So I do feel that that is the push, not just from them, but from the universe. That's why the World card is here. This is divine guidance assuring you that you will have a new cycle, a new beginning with this person. But right now, they really need to focus on their other responsibilities and getting everything in order so that they're able to move forward with this Ace of Pentacles opportunity, which is exciting. I'm going to get some charms for you, pile 3. Can I get some charms, please, Spirit? Charms for pile 3. Anything you can tell us about their person. Some wowzers. Anything you can tell us about their person, please? Yeah. Oh, goodness me. Wow, they got very chatty halfway through. You guys got the most charms out of anyone. I've just got to get the one that fell on the ground. Okay. Oh, wow. So this one flew on the ground, and I know why. Your person is so frustrated, pile 3. This is hilarious. I am not an egotistical person, so I find frustration and anger amuses me. Like, even when I get angry myself, I have to laugh. It's hilarious. So your person is so frustrated at how little control they have over the situation with you. It's very frustrating for them that they don't have clarity, that they're so confused. And if for whatever reason they haven't communicated with you recently, it's because they're dealing with their anger, they're dealing with their frustrations. They don't want that to be how you two communicate. So they're coming out of a place of awareness, which is great, you know. And they just hate that they're in the dark here. They don't know how to. Yeah, there's a lot of frustration is what I'm feeling. I'm sorry for laughing, but anyway, let's move forward. So this person daydreams about you a lot. This is my Alice in Wonderland charm. This person daydreams about you so much, pile 3, and that's another thing that frustrates them. They feel that they need closure with you. This charm came out for all 3 piles, so it's going to be a very specific cohort of people that choose this reading, I believe. So this is just an earring charm, but if you see, it's not a full circle. This person wants to finish some unresolved business with you. And more than anything, they're having to trust in their intuition. And Spirit is asking you to do the same, okay? You don't have any issues, though. I feel that it's this person's current issues that is driving this situation to be very energetically charged. It's their frustration, as well as their jealousy, might I add. Now, I should know, the shadow aspects of a fire sign can mean frustration, anger, confusion at times, because there's just so much energy, and also jealousy. You guys got the jealous charm, which landed right between the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor. So I'm not sure, remember, I don't know if I said this, but I'm sure I did. This person sees your value, pile 3, and their main concern is that you are not single anymore. I'm just going to pause the video here. I'll be back in a second, pile 3. Sorry about that, pile 3. Just my mother calling. It's the weekend, so we're all just trying to keep in touch with one another. It's been a while since we've been able to live freely with all this virus stuff. But anyway, coming back to your person, I just had a very, we'll get there, but your person is very interesting, can I say, to the least. They make me laugh. Their Emperor energy is just, it's very controlled, and they get very jealous when they think about you, and they don't like that either. So they pretend that they're not very interested. Maybe this person presents himself as being very cool-headed, but under the surface, I just want to compare these two cards, okay? I wasn't going to lift them up, but I think I must. So this is them on the surface, right? Very cool, very calm, very collected, very controlled. Beneath the surface, it is insane, the desire they have for you. And as a dragon, they see you as their ultimate prize. They see you as their ultimate success, if that makes sense. And you have like this wand and this baby dragon on your shoulder, like you're in complete control of this raging beast. They see you as the prize, but they don't show that on the surface. They're so calm and controlled, and it's just hilarious. But beneath that, they have very strong concerns over your single situation. They want to act and they want to move towards you before somebody else does. So the Seven of Wands is their fears based on past situations that was happening, that has happened to them, should I say. I'm getting a little tongue-tied now. So I feel that this person has some previous issues to resolve, which is why they're trying to withdraw from you, because they don't want to project those issues onto you. The Seven of Wands means they're really just overcoming their own struggles at the moment. They're overcoming their own fears, their own doubts, their own energetic compulsions. Like, this person is out of balance with their energy, and the main issue is they have a lot of fears, and they're trying to control them, whereas they need to embrace them and work with them. But anyway, they're getting there. They're a very strong individual. The fact that they're showing up as the Emperor means that they're very strong and more than capable. So we have the oyster shell, which showed up open, which to me shows that this person has a lot of potential in their own right. They are someone who is quite creative and able to achieve a lot in their lifetime, but they're also someone who sees a lot of potential in this relationship. So confirming that Ace of Pentacles situation, they have a lot that they want to reveal to you. The sunglasses charm here over the Ace of Pentacles means that this offer may be unexpected to a lot of you. It could literally come out of nowhere. You'll be fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden this person's coming at you hard and strong with this big offer. And it's not that you could ever forget about this person, because I think that you think about them a lot too, but it's just that their offer may come as a surprise to you. But it's something that they have been thinking about for quite a while, and the world is their oyster, essentially. They're someone who is very creative, very passionate, and very driven. Again, you are their ultimate prize. This charm, this beautiful golden leafy charm, landed over the King of Wands, and it's beneath you, pile 3. So I do feel that this person just sees you as the ultimate prize. Again, another charm indicating value and success. They just want to be successful with you, and this charm landed on the Four of Cups. So they are very afraid that they are going to be rejected, or for whatever reason, they're not going to be successful. And I think that that's the fear that they're battling within themselves, is this fear of rejection and not being successful. They want, more than anything, they want this to work. So they're going to make sure that they've covered all bases. They're coming from a very strong, convincing argument. I don't know why. It's not like, I don't know why. You ignite this passion within them that it's very frustrating that they haven't yet been successful with you. This charm landed on the World card. So unlike this one, This one is very clear. It's very clear. It's an opportunity for clarity. And I feel that the reason why that charm landed on the World card is because the universe is guiding you both towards a point of clarity where any uncertainty, any confusion is going to be resolved, and you're going to be able to understand this person a little bit better. Because I have a feeling that this person gave you very mixed signals. They came across as very hot and cold, or they just left you in a state of like, well, okay, but like what? Where do we go to from here, basically? Maybe you recently started thinking of this person a lot after a period of not seeing them for a long time, and you're wondering why. It's because they have very strong desires to be successful with you. They think you are very precious with this charm. They can't talk highly enough of you. Pile 3, you are someone who is very valuable. You are someone who is the ultimate prize in their eyes, and you hold a lot of power over this person, a lot more than they'd like to admit and than they care to show. They appear to be very cold towards you, but under the surface, they're just this insatiable dragon. So I'm going to get some oracle cards for you, pile 3. Just get those over there for the moment, I reckon. I don't want to put it in my book, though. All right. Spirit, pile 3, what advice do you have for them? Pile 3, what advice do you have for them? Oh, wow. Do I have to read all of those? I mean, I should, apparently. I should. We'll take that one too. Anything else? There is one more card, apparently. Spirit, what advice? Thank you. Oh, wow. The thinking man. I'm sorry, I don't know why your person makes me laugh too much. I can't take them seriously. I think it's because they want everyone to take them seriously, and I'm just not that kind of person. Oh, goodness. So pile 3, they're projecting themselves as the thinking man, okay? So the advice for you is to trust that this person is using this time for themselves to get more clarity on this situation and to also be able to make a clear and concise decision. This is the kind of person they are. They have to be very clear and concise. I'm just going to wipe my nose quickly. Oh, goodness. I'm not sick. We're coming into cooler weather here in Australia, so it's getting a little bit too much for me. I prefer my temperatures over 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so man holding a heart. So Spirit is confirming, now this came up reversed, so this person doesn't show anything to you. I feel that you don't know where their emotions lie, but their emotions run deep, pile 3. It's actually very confronting for them as well. They have a lot of emotions for you, and they're still trying to figure out what that means, how to better work with those emotions so that they're not completely out of control, because again they need to be in control, but at the same time the advice for you is to trust what you're feeling in this situation, to trust how you're thinking, because those feelings are mutual, and this person has a lot of feelings for you. They just don't know how to show them yet, and they've chosen not to show them yet, should I say. The next card we have is man holding a coin. So the advice for you as well, focus on your own emotions, focus on your own money, focus on your own values as well. Really understand why you deserve the best in your life in general, because this person is really wanting to be the best that they can be before they move towards you. And I feel that you need to be in a place where you're accepting of your worth, you're understanding what you deserve, and that you're also able to understand your person's needs, because they are a lot more emotional than they let on, and they have so many strong feelings towards you. They're not going to be able to label them all. That I feel that they won't really understand that they love you, but they have these strong feelings, and if you can come from a place of temperance and balance, then that will definitely help when you two reconnect and when this person decides to move towards you and communicate with you. I feel that this person will literally just reach out to you one day, and they're just going to pop back into your life like that, and they're wanting to tick all of the plans off the list that they've cultivated over the last so-and-so days, weeks, or months of separation. So, woman holding a heart. Spirit is wanting to say that you are someone who is very valuable to this person, and it's beyond anything that can be labeled with a price. It's that, again, you hold their heart. You really do. And that's something that terrifies this person. But again, they can't deny it anymore. So I feel that, again, the advice for you is temperance and balance of your own emotions as well, and understanding how you feel about this person, and why you feel that about this person, and what you want for that person. Because if you truly love someone, you understand their value, you understand their worth, and you can sort of appreciate what they deserve versus what you are able to give. So we have patience. That's fairly straightforward. That's something that always shows up for me. Patience, and it's also interpreted as the number 16, so sudden change, I feel, as well. Sudden change is coming, but you must have patience for the moment. Anxiety, again, there's a lot of fire here, and the shadow aspects of fire are fear, frustration, anger, anxiety. So that is an 18 card. That can also be, in tarot, I feel that you keep this in. You bottle this up, number 3. If you are experiencing anxiety, I would encourage you to just take time for yourself, pile 3, and to really understand your triggers as well, so that you're not projecting onto your person and to those who care about you more than anything, because those people, as triggering as some of the things they say can be, people who really care about you, they don't mean to hurt you, they don't mean to make your situation worse, they don't mean to create these run or scream situations when you're experiencing a panic attack. So I do feel that you need to work on that before you enter a relationship. And anxiety is something that we must live with, unfortunately. It's not something that goes away. It's there for a reason as well. But unfortunately, in the latest, nowadays, we don't need anxiety to protect us from predators. It usually manifests at the most useless opportunities. But as someone who personally deals with anxiety, it is something that you need to understand within yourself before you attempt to share your life intimately with others, because otherwise you get triggered and you want to run and you hurt people because you don't want to explain that, well, actually I'm having a panic attack. So depending on how bad that is, pile 3, Spirit has presented this card for a reason. So I do feel that for many of you, you need to understand those triggers of your anxiety better, and just understand how to cope with it as well, whether that means tackling it head on and riding the panic attack out, or actually understanding the core issues beneath that. Well, why am I being triggered? Why do I feel like this? Why am I feeling so anxious? And for some of you, it may be that you need to walk away, in terms of you need to take your energy away from this situation. It's not that you're closing your heart off, okay? It's not that you're becoming spiteful and bitter. It's simply that for your mental health and your well-being, you must invest your energy elsewhere into more positive outlets. And that is perfectly fine. That's entirely healthy, and you cannot at all attempt to give to somebody else without first giving to yourself. You need to take this time to really just build yourself up again into the strong person that you are at your core. And for many of you, that may mean that you need to let this person go off onto their emperor journey, and you just need to focus on investing that energy into positive outlets that give you a positive experience and that don't exacerbate your anxiety. So pile 3, I hope that was helpful. That was a random little bit of advice at the end there. That's all I'm seeing for you for now. I do have other videos on my channel if you want to check other videos out. Otherwise, I hope to see you in another reading. Please let me know down below, pile 3, if anything resonated for you, or if you need clarity on anything as well, because I'm not doing personal readings at the moment. So If I can offer clarity, I'm more than happy to in the comments section or via email if you want to reach out to me there. I also have an Instagram account as well, so please do not hesitate. Sending you lots of love and light, and I hope to see you soon, Pile 3. Bye!